Rafael Nadal was born on June 3, 1986, in Manacor, a small town on the island of Majorca, Spain. He was raised in a family deeply immersed in sports, with his uncle, Tony Nadal, serving as a significant influence on his early tennis development. Nadal's talent in tennis was apparent from a young age, and his family recognized his potential early on. While he initially showed interest in multiple sports, including football, soccer, and basketball, tennis quickly became his primary focus. Rafael's journey into tennis began when he was just 3 years old, and he first picked up a racket, becoming hooked on the sport. By the time he was 8, he had already displayed a fierce competitive spirit and a natural athleticism that set him apart from his peers. Nadal's family, particularly his uncle Tony, began nurturing his budding tennis skills, guiding him through the early stages of his career. Tony's influence on Nadal's playing style, emphasizing physicality, intense work ethic, and mental toughness, would become a hallmark of his future success. In his youth, Nadal achieved considerable success in the Spanish tennis scene. His combination of explosive power, exceptional footwork, and mental resilience was evident even in his early years. Nadal's junior career was marked by multiple titles and victories, which helped catapult him into the professional tennis scene. By 2001, at the age of just 15, Nadal turned professional. Stepping onto the ATP Tour with great anticipation, breakthrough and rising stardom. Rafael Nadal's entry into the ATP Tour was swift and promising. His professional debut came in 2002 at the Mallorca Open, where, despite being a teenager, he showcased remarkable maturity in his game. However, it was in 2003 that Nadal truly caught the attention of the tennis world. At the age of 17, Nadal reached the third round of Wimbledon, an impressive feat for someone so young. This was just the beginning of what would be a meteoric rise. Nadal's big breakthrough came in 2004, when, at the age of 18, he claimed his first ATP title at the Sopot Open in Poland. His win helped him break into the top 50 of the ATP rankings, marking the first of many milestones to come. Nadal's aggressive baseline play, coupled with his incredible physicality and never-say-die attitude, became his signature on the tour. But it wasn't until 2005 that Rafael Nadal truly announced himself as a major force in the world of tennis. That year, at the French Open, Nadal won his first Grand Slam title at the age of 19, defeating Fernando Gonzalez in the final. His victory at Roland Garros was historic not only because it was his first Grand Slam but also because it marked the beginning of his dominance on clay courts, a surface where he would go on to become the most successful player in history. Nadal's combination of speed, stamina, and unmatched footwork on clay made him virtually unstoppable. Career peak, dominance on all surfaces. Rafael Nadal's peak came in the following years as he cemented his place among the greatest tennis players of all time. From 2005 to 2010, Nadal's rise to the top of the sport was nothing short of spectacular. His dominance on clay courts, particularly at the French Open, became legendary. Nadal won the French Open 5 consecutive times from 2005 to 2009, solidifying his reputation as the king of clay. However, Nadal's dominance wasn't limited to clay alone. As his career progressed, Nadal began to adapt his game to other surfaces, including grass and hard courts. In 2008, Nadal won his first Wimbledon title, defeating Roger Federer in a thrilling 5-set final that many regard as one of the greatest matches in tennis history. This victory not only cemented Nadal's status as a top player but also showcased his ability to thrive on all surfaces. His hard-fought win at Wimbledon was the beginning of an era where he would challenge Federer and Novak Djokovic for dominance on the ATP Tour. In 2009, Nadal's career took another major leap when he won his first Australian Open, defeating Federer in an unforgettable 5-set final. This victory made Nadal the first player since Andre Agassi to hold all 4 Grand Slam titles simultaneously, a feat that earned him a place in tennis history. Nadal's consistency at the French Open was unparalleled, as he continued to dominate the tournament for years. In 2010, he won his 5th French Open title and completed a historic career Grand Slam by winning Wimbledon again in 2010, defeating Tommy Robredo in the final. His victory at Wimbledon was particularly significant as it solidified his status as the world's best player at that time. Main achievements: consistency and rivalries. Throughout his career, Nadal's ability to maintain his elite level of play year after year has been one of his greatest strengths. Despite facing numerous challenges, including injuries and fierce competition, Nadal has remained one of the most consistent players in the history of the sport. His rivalry with Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic has been one of the defining narratives of men's tennis in the 21st century. The trio has often been described as the Big Three of tennis, dominating the sport for over a decade. Nadal's achievements go beyond just his Grand Slam titles. As of 2021, Nadal has won 20 Grand Slam singles titles, including 13 French Open titles, 4 US Open titles, and 2 Wimbledon titles. His record at the French Open is unrivaled, with no other player having come close to matching his success on the clay courts of Roland Garros. Nadal's relentless pursuit of excellence, his physical preparation, and his mental resilience have allowed him to maintain his place at the top of the sport for many years. In addition to his Grand Slam success, Nadal has also won 35 ATP Masters 1000 titles and numerous ATP 500 and 250 tournaments. His achievements at the Olympics are also noteworthy, having won a gold medal in singles at the 2008 Beijing Olympics and a gold medal in doubles at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Nadal's career has been a testament to his work ethic and his ability to adapt to the challenges that come with being at the top of the game. His ferocious fighting spirit, combined with his extraordinary skill set, made him one of the most beloved players on the ATP Tour. Injuries and challenges. Despite his incredible success, Nadal's career has not been without challenges. Injuries, particularly to his knees, hampered his progress throughout his career. However, his resilience and determination to overcome these obstacles have defined his character. Nadal has often returned from injuries stronger than ever, showing an unmatched ability to fight through adversity. One of Nadal's greatest qualities is his mental toughness. Even when facing setbacks, he remains focused on his goals and continues to push himself to new heights. His mentality on court, never giving up, always fighting for every point, has been a key factor in his sustained success. Final years and legacy. As of 2021, Nadal continues to be one of the leading players on the ATP Tour, competing against the next generation of tennis stars. Though his career has been impacted by injuries in recent years, Nadal's legacy remains firmly intact. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. Beyond his individual achievements, Nadal has also been a key figure in the success of the Spanish Davis Cup team, leading Spain to numerous victories in the prestigious tournament. His passion for representing his country has added another layer to his legacy, as he has often played with the same intensity and commitment for his national team as he does for his individual career. In the final years of his career, Nadal remains one of the most respected and admired figures in tennis. His journey from a young, determined player from Mallorca to a global tennis icon has left an indelible mark on the sport. As he continues to compete at the highest levels, Nadal's legacy as one of the greatest tennis players of all time is already secure. Rafael Nadal's story is one of resilience, perseverance, and greatness. His career is a shining example of the power of hard work, dedication, and the love of the game. His impact on the sport will be felt for generations to come, and he will forever be remembered as one of the all-time greats in the history of tennis.